Alright, so we're back to the only game where if you piss off your pet rat, it will ruthlessly kill you and your entire family. It's The Sims 4. The Sims 4 masquerades as a game about decoration and life simulation, but honestly, I think it's more about just torturing people. This isn't just my fault either. It's the creator's fault. They put like a dozen different ways to kill everyone after all. Today, my Sims have a lovely new mansion that you can hold many parties in. But its true purpose is to give them various diseases until they die horribly. I've got these rodent cages filled all throughout the house, and I'm going to have my Sims interact with the rodents so that they eventually get pissed off at them. The rodents are going to hate everyone that smells even remotely like Bud Light. As usual, one of Tonsil's eyes is attempting to look up Bab Ross's towel. Spleens is on a leisurely stroll looking for discarded drugs around the property. And as usual, we have a brand new contestant to the show, Tommy Weenus. Tommy Weenus hates his life. That's why he's here. I gave him this name because does this remind any of you of someone? Huh? You ever seen a movie called The Room? This guy was randomly generated and I had to keep him just like this because his wardrobe is fantastic. Clearly after robbing my grandmother of her bedroom drapes, he decided to make a pair of pants out of them. So I'm gonna let all the Sims enjoy the house. I don't even know how. I just started the game and Florida Man has already been on fire. I don't know, it's also possible he was just at Miami Beach or something. Now I've given all of our lovely rodents various names, such as cholera and pneumonia. I'm not gonna lie, Tonsils looks weird normally, but when he's in mid-strain, he looks like an old man squinting to read the newspaper. I named this one diarrhea just because on Google, it told me that apparently infectious diarrhea is a real killer. So if you don't pay attention and you don't clean the rodent cages, eventually they get so annoyed that when other Sims attempt to touch them, they will bite them and possibly give them what is effectively the plague. My Sims have figured it out. They're like, if we just don't go inside the house, we can live. Tell me, Sims, are you all enjoying the fact that you're actually allowed to use the bathroom? I'd like to keep you nice and sanitary before I start giving you squirrel herpes. Florida Man, are you cleaning up? I don't think I've ever seen this happen before. Florida Man's like, Gray, I'll be surviving this time because my 15 years of drinking Natty Light has given me a 30% resistance to poison. There's actually a few up here as well. We have Ebola up here, as well as tuberculosis. I have to make sure that the Sims have bad relationships with the creatures, so I'm gonna have them berate them. Tommy is over here yelling at this rat. He's like, I did not hit her. Oh, this is cool. It's pretty rare, but every once in a while you can catch Spleens immediately after she ingests 400 kilograms of methamphetamine. People will be like, where's she storing it all? It's all in her ears. See how one eye is slightly closed? That's because the left half of her over here is actually asleep. The right half is wide awake though. Tuberculosis appears to be conducting experiments on reaching escape velocity. I'm starting to really enjoy the fact that I name these rats these names because of the different things that come up in the upper right hand corner of the screen. LSD is over here watching TV. She's like, these Sims are so happy. I don't know what this feels like. You ever pause The Sims and when you pause, you're like, what the hell did I pause on? What is this? What is happening here? I don't know if she's tongue gesturing or if she has a spatula down her throat. Let us never speak of this cursed image. Oh, Ebola's having a rodent rave party. That's nice. What was that music coming from Ebola's habitat? It's the screaming of the damned. Nuclear blast detected over at Smallpox. On a side note, maybe smallpox is no longer contagious because of this. I was wandering around the house and I turned the corner and Tonsils is there and he's like, hey. Tommy Weenus acquired the cooking skill? Oh, Christ. All right, Tommy, listen, I know you want to kill yourself, but please don't set my house on fire. He's trying. He's trying with everything he's got. I can only picture this conversation over here. Bab Ross is like, hey, Tommy, what do you like doing for fun? And Tommy's like, dying. And Bab is like, that's strange. I'm really good at that myself. I'm really glad that you could all be here today at the dinner table because the family that dines together gets rabies together. How you doing there, Smallpox? You feeling pretty good? Yeah. I just want to let you know, all the humans called you a dick. Yeah. This is a really interesting conversation that Florida Man and Spleens are having. Florida Man is like, I love Bud Light, and Spleens is like, I love having strokes. Also, Florida Man still hasn't showered. Time's up, diarrhea. Anyone seen a rodent around here? Goes by the name of diarrhea? Don, there's only one person stupid enough to name their rodent diarrhea. It's me. Tetanus has brought you a postcard. This is the first time ever that Tetanus has been so thoughtful. This toilet is nuts. Like every time someone uses it, it sounds like they're getting part of their frontal lobe ray-gunned out. Spleens is a free spirit. They'll often wander out at night and come back with some surprises. The only surprises that I've seen Spleens come back with is kittens. The water must be very impregnating outside of this house. Apparently one of my rats just released a book. The Life and Times of Cholera. It's on the bestsellers list. Okay, perfect. The cages are starting to smell like roasted ass. That means it's almost time for Sims to start interacting with the rodents and, like, you know, getting horrible diseases that they can give to one another and then die. When your red solo cup is releasing toxic fumes, that means that the dirt level in the house is probably too high. Ah, methamphetamine. You've volunteered to be the very first victim. This rat is like, lean in closer, bitch. I got something for you. All right, it doesn't look like she got bit, so she's off the hook. We've got our very first victim. It's LSD. Jesus Christ, she's strangling the creature like Homer strangles Bart from The Simpsons. This poor rat is like, great, get this llama-wearing whore off of me. She's over here like being insane right in front of the pen of rabies. I've got to fill all the food bowls. I'm not sure if they can get bit from this, but if they can, it'll be pretty funny to see how many people get screwed. Ammonia passed away due to starvation. Damn it. We just got our second bite victim. It's Tommy Weenus. These bites are completely realistic. Back when I was a child, I actually had a pet rat. It was the most evil being I've ever owned in my life. It might as well have been a furry buzzsaw. It bit everything.